Everyone, I'm Devika and welcome to a new episode on our channel. And if you have been looking for an application that can help you boost your English language skills, that can help you with spellings and vocabulary, then today's video is going to tell you about this wonderful application that will help you learn English in the form of a game. So stay tuned and keep watching to know what this particular application is all about. So if you have been following our videos, you might have come across the video that we discussed about pronunciation app. Okay, so if you haven't watched that, I'll leave a link of that in the description box. I'll recommend that do watch that video. It spoke about a very nice app that helps you with your English language pronunciation. So after that video, I got a lot of queries where people asked me about general English language learning apps, and while I was searching for that, several of these popular apps came up, and I went through them. I looked into the interface, and most of them were slightly complex, okay, and it had to be dealt with in a very active manner. But what I wanted was a smooth flowing interface that would be a more fun way to learn the language, and that's when I came across this particular app. It's called the Ultimate English Spelling Quiz. Okay, so yes, the name is slightly uncommon, and it actually doesn't show up right at the beginning of your search results when you're looking for such apps. But this is one such app that is extremely user-friendly. Okay, when you look at the interface, you'll be amazed because it lets you just go through it one after the other. Okay, and why do I say it's very user-friendly? Is because it's in the form of a game. Okay, and we all enjoy playing games, so this particular app can be used by you at the end of a tiring day as well. So you wouldn't need to be that active or fresh to start using this application. Say half an hour or 1 hour daily right before you go to bed, it can be the perfect time for you to use this particular app. So as I said, this app is designed in a fun-filled manner so that it can enable you to learn the language by playing a game. So there are levels. So say you're a basic level English learner, so you can start at the basic level, and once you clear the level, you're sure that whatever questions were asked at that level, you have ample knowledge about that, and that's why you have cleared that level, and that's when you unlock the next level and move ahead. So it's like level by level, you clear each level, you keep moving forward. And although the name says a spelling quiz, it's much beyond that. You get to explore other kinds of vocabulary tests, you get to explore your grammar skills. So there's a whole lot in this particular app. So not just spellings, you can explore the other abilities of your English learning journey as well. So this app, since it has been designed in this kind of a game structure and interface, it makes it quite engaging, and you will find it entertaining, and the rush that you feel once you clear a level and move on to the next level, that's what this particular app has been designed to offer. So what I'll do today is I'll take you directly to the app. I'll give you a basic overview. Let's kind of a walkthrough, and let's see how this app works, the various features, and then you can decide for yourself whether you want to go ahead and start using this app right away. Homepage, which gives you the name of the application, and then we have a play button right at the end. Now before hitting on that play button, I would want you all to see the word of the day. We have a word of the day. Here it is, prototype. So one of the good things of this application is that every day once you open this app, you will get a new word. Okay, so today it's prototype, so tomorrow when you open it, it'll be a different word, and then again a different word. So every day you get to learn a new word. So it's an addition to your vocabulary, and also when you click on it, you see the definition and an example. So if you're not sure what the word exactly means, you can always read the definition. A small definition is there and followed by an example. Okay, so you'll know how you're going to use this in a sentence. So this is a nice thing. So you get to learn new words daily. And now let's move on and start playing. Okay, so you see we have games here. We have monthly challenge, spelling quizzes, bonus quizzes, odd one out, fill in the blanks, spelling facts, and there are some other games. We wouldn't be looking into the other game sections because these need additional downloading. You will need to install these apps separately, and you can do so if you feel any of them interests you. But for today, we'll focus on only this app that we are discussing today. Now you might see progress 3% in a couple of these games. That's because I was trying it out to see how I can share the overview and the interface of it. So I'll just take you across and give you a brief idea about how to play these games. It's quite simple, you can understand it yourself, but I'll just show you around. So let's click on monthly challenge. Okay, so this is what it's showing. That's because I played today and it's showing a high score of 10,717. What I can do is I can play again. That's because I haven't moved on to the next date. Okay, so it's today's date and I've finished playing today's challenge. But to show you all, I'll click on play again, and okay, we have a play again here. So what you see is the first level. So it's kind of a level is what you need to clear to move on to the next level, like any other game. You also have a timer right above, so that's for each question. So only one of the following words is correct. Which one? So you need to identify the correct spelling here. So once you click on it, it gets highlighted with a green color. That means it's correct. And then you keep moving on. Okay, and also you see we have the definition and example again. So the moment you click on the correct word, you get to see the definition and example, and you can add it to your vocabulary if you have not heard of this word before, if you're not sure of what it means. Let's move on. So for each question, you see we have the timer that starts at the right hand corner top on the right side. That's the timer there, and for each question it's starting. Okay, so what do you think happens if you click a wrong one? So the correct one here is actually therefore the last option, but let's just click an incorrect one. I'll click on this. So yes, this was an incorrect spelling. The correct one was, as I said, it's therefore the fourth one. And the moment you click a wrong one, the timer pauses, and the wrong one is highlighted in red, the correct one is highlighted in green, and again you get the definition and example at the top. So let's just finish this level. Okay, and yes, so this is a level that is quite simple. That's probably because it's the first level. As you keep moving ahead, the difficulty level is sure to increase. Okay, so this is like pretty simple. Any intermediate English level learner can also easily do it. And yes, so I think that's a set of 10 questions, and we have reached the last question. Yes, so we got 9 out of 10. That's because we intentionally did that one incorrect answer. So we can either retry or just finish. So finish means for today's date your high score remains this, and you come back tomorrow and you can play for the next day. So this is what your monthly challenge is. Okay, let's move on to the next one. That's the spelling quizzes. Okay, so again under the spelling quizzes segment, we have a set of quizzes. We have a total of 25 quizzes. So you see I was just trying out quiz 1, then I tried out quiz 25. Let's now again randomly select any one. So again you have levels here. So you see apart from level 1, all the other levels are locked. That's because you need to clear level 1 to reach to level 2. So here again we are dealing with spellings. So only one of the following words is correct, and you have to identify which one. So million. Yes, so again you get a definition and an example. Okay, so let's just quickly wrap this up. We'll finish making selections here and move on to the next level. And the next level is sure to be tougher. So you see, let's make a wrong selection. So what do I select? Yeah, so I incorrectly selected programmer. So the spelling of programmer is supposed to end with ER and not AR. So that's why they have told us with the red highlight that it's incorrect, and the correct option is the one with the green highlight. And again you get the definition and example. We move on. Okay, let's keep moving on. Let's finish this level. Okay, so we are done. Finish. And again you got 9 out of 10 correct, and we have a high score there. We can retry or move on. So let's just leave. So you see level 2 has been unlocked. You got a score for level 1. You can retry and maybe beat your own score if you like it. And okay, so let's not move on here because it just lengthened the video. Okay, so this is what spelling quiz is. So we have 25 as I showed you before. Let's go back. Now there's something called as bonus quizzes. Okay, let's click on bonus quizzes. Okay, so now it's something more than that, spellings. Okay, it's beyond that. We have synonyms and plurals. Talk about past tense here. So let's check out synonyms. So I'm sure all of you all know what synonyms are. We're talking about similar words. So I just played level 1 some time ago. So let's move on and see level 2. So once I cleared level 1, I unlocked level 2, and now I get level 2 questions, which are nothing but they're asking us synonyms. Okay, so the first question is talking about a synonym for the word make. Now you see the options. We have 3 words, so there are 3 synonyms for each word. Okay, so make, what do you think is make? Advise, enlighten, familiarize, manufacture, produce, create, construct, label, sign, tag, stamp, resign, quit, retire. So I think make means this one. Yes, it does. Interesting. What do you think interesting means? So what is the synonym of interesting? I think it's this. Big, gigantic, large, enormous, huge. Yes. So what you can do is read out each synonym, each set of synonyms, and decide what could be the similar word for that. So timid. Timid is somebody who's scared. Yeah, so afraid, fearful, nervous. Yes. Young. So this is again level 2 is also quite simple because it's level 2 and there are I think 10 levels in each section. So this is also pretty simple and you can clear it quite easily. Synonym of with. Okay, so I'm done with level 2 as well. And the new high score, is it more than the level 1 score? Yes, it is slightly. And that's how you can keep going. So I'm sure the difficulty level would also increase with each level. So if you reach level 15, that would definitely mean that you have a good hold on synonyms. Do you want to try out what do you see? Simple past tense. Okay, so this I haven't played before. Just let's start with, what do you think is the past tense of the word run? Okay, so did you notice one thing with this app? It's testing you things other than spellings. We are also looking at these synonyms and past tense and everything, but it also strongly introduces and includes a part of spelling. So unless you know the correct spelling, you wouldn't be able to make a selection. So the name of the app is quite appropriate. We are dealing with spelling quizzes big time here. Okay, so what's the past tense of run? Ran? Yes, it is. Past tense of bring is brought. Yes. Cut, is it cutted? No. Cut is called cut in past tense as well. What is the past tense of broadcast? Broadcasted. Oops, I made a wrong spelling selection. Okay, that's why you shouldn't be rushing with this. Now I hastily just clicked on, why did I click on BROAD? Okay, it's supposed to be broadcast. Yeah, the past tense of broadcast is broadcast itself. It's not broadcasted. And okay, that was an incorrect selection. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's move on. Boiled. Boiled. Yes, boiled. Hold, held, helded, holded, hold. Held, of course. Yes. What's the past tense of hit? Hitted. Had. No. Again, it's hit. Stand, stand, stood, standard. Is it standard? You see the last two are the same. It's not standard. It's of course stood. Okay. What's the past tense of make? Maked. Made. Okay. We have made. It's made. Okay. So you can actually remove or eliminate some of these options which are not correct at all. Okay, you can make it obvious that they are incorrect. What is the past tense of the word draw? It's supposed to be drew. Yes. Okay, so it's done. It's pretty good. Let's retry, or let's just move on. We'll move on. So you got an idea of how this was working. Okay, and when we move out, okay, so the next game is odd one out. Okay, let's see what odd one out is. Okay, so we have beginners, intermediate, expert, advanced, master. Wow. So let's start with beginner, and again level 1. Okay, so these are again words, odd words. So what do you think is odd word? You have to find the odd one out here. Round, blunt, dull, edgeless, sharp. So round, blunt, dull. What do you think is the one? Yes. So justification is also provided. All except sharp are synonyms. Okay. So round, blunt, dull, edgeless can be synonyms of sharp is not. Okay. Okay. No, it's all except New York are capital cities. Yes, of course. I went wrong there. So this is kind of a tricky one, and you have to think out of the box, not the usual spelling ones. Okay, so this is what odd one out was all about. Okay, so we have different levels. Okay, the one who reaches the master level is going to be really good at it. Okay, this one was tricky. Okay, fill in the blanks. Okay, what is this? Okay, now we have nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, articles, conjunctions, prepositions, auxiliary verbs, question tags, tense, active, passive, degree of comparison, direct, indirect, non-finite. Oh god, this is a lot. Okay, so I'll just show you few questions of each. Okay, we're talking about nouns here. The dash of life must be available to all. The essentials of life, the essentials thing, all the essentials. Yeah, so you need to identify the correct noun that fits in. So what you can do is try out each option. So read out loud and try fitting in each option within the blank and see what reads well. Like I'll do that here. I was very nervous during the dash, comma, and I'm sure they'll give the job to someone else. So I was very nervous during the appointment. No, interview. It cannot be meeting, appointment, because they're talking about a job here. So you get a job after you attend an interview. Okay, so we'll complete this construction in 2 dash time. 2 years time. Which years do you think it will be? The one without the apostrophe s? No, 2 years time. Yeah, we are talking about this particular 2 years. So you see the placement of apostrophe. It's supposed to be before the s. Okay. Now, what do you think is the correct one here? Is it this? Yes, it is. My car horns is not working. My car's horn, the horn of my car, my horn of car. What do you think is the horn of my car? Yes, it is. On almost every page, there were dash for cigarettes and tobacco. Okay, so here it is. Again, loyalty. Yes. Dash. He postponed his dash going to Delhi. His son going to Delhi? No, son's going to Delhi. Yes, of course. You cannot have he postponed his son going to Delhi. Son's going to Delhi. Okay, that's apostrophe. So note the use of apostrophe. So there's much more than just nouns here. It's also including the way you make use of these terms. Okay, and the possessive form of these terms. Okay, there are many dash to judge pure gold. Again, what do you think is the plural of criteria? Is it criterias? No, it's criteria. Criteria is itself the plural of criterion. Okay, so that is why we have criteria here. We move on. A dash of ants, a team, a flock, a colony. We always say a colony of ants. Yeah, we have been listening to this since childhood. So we have completed level 1. We got 8 out of 10 correct. Okay, I hastily made some wrong ones. Yes. So we have 8 out of 10. We could retry, move on to the next level, but then we'll just go back because I have to show you the other games as well. So we can play pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, articles, conjunctions, prepositions, a whole lot. What are these question tags? I'll just show you. Okay, so these are sentences that all end with a question mark. Okay, we have again a timer at the right hand corner. Okay, she has everything except peace. Dash. Isn't she? Hasn't she? Haven't she? Has she? Okay. Why did we get hasn't she? Do you have the answer? That's because we're talking about just one person, and at present she has everything. So it will be hasn't she. We're not talking about have here. So it's quite simple. You have the answer right there in the question itself. So it will be hasn't she. So you saw that when we wrongly chose an incorrect one, okay, we chose the wrong one, they gave us the correct answer. So this app tells you which is the correct answer with each mistake that you do. She used to walk in the morning, didn't she? Yes. So apart from the question tags, we have other games here as well. Okay, so you can try them. And there's something called as spelling facts, amazing spelling facts. Okay, so there is something called similar words, foreign origins, common slangs, American versus British, acronyms, phobias. So let's see what phobias are. Okay, so what you get here is actually a list of words, okay, and it tells you what it means. Like irrational fear of dark places, you have the moment you swipe, you get a new word. Irrational fear of sounds, irrational fear of heights, acrophobia, aerophobia. Okay, so we have a lot. So you can actually, instead of using the phrase of what that fear means, you get the actual term. Okay, so this is nice to know new words again. We have acronyms. Okay, so we have acronyms, or usually these are used for your messages. Okay, not formally, but many of us tend to do these, and if you're not sure of anyone, you can check it out here. Then there's something called as American versus British. Okay, so we did a video on British English versus American English in terms of spelling, so this particular section is quite similar to that. I would insist you all check out that video. It was a really interesting one, and we look at some of these common spelling differences between US and UK English. So this is again the same. You see here, like in British English, when you write acknowledgement, you see an E after G. But in American English, there is no E after G. Again, apart from spellings, you also have the words that, the way the term is used in that particular region. See, aeroplane, and it's called an airplane in American English. Aesthetic, you see the spelling difference. Again, aging, the spelling is different in British and American English. So this is a nice one. So these are not actually games, these are giving you additional information and knowledge. Okay, and we have common slangs. Okay, it gives you the definition, it gives you the word, and also it gives you an example of how you should be using it. So you see we have a word called all-nighter, that is when you usually are studying the entire night just before a test, and you say I pulled an all-nighter. So these are those kind of words. Okay, so you have plenty of them. You can scroll through them. Foreign origins is it's telling you where that term originally came from. Okay, it's also quite a lot, nice information. We have something called similar words. A lot. Okay, you see the word a lot, a space lot means a large number or amount. A lot, that one single word, a lot, means to distribute something or give. So you have these words that sound similar, or they appear to be written similarly, but they mean completely different things. So these words can also be a good addition to your vocabulary, and you can make use of them appropriately while communicating, whether it's verbally or in written form. So yeah, these little words. So this particular section of spelling facts is actually giving you a lot of information. So what is this favorite facts? Okay, it's there's nothing here actually. I think it's supposed to be filled in by you. So if you come across any nice facts and what you like when you go through these other information, maybe you can make a note of it there. So that's about it. And as I said, we wouldn't be looking into the other game section. So that's about it. It's a really nice and cool app. And also, if you have noted, I'm playing in the offline mode. Okay, so once you install this app, you can play it without your internet connectivity. So that's also a cool thing. You can play it without your internet and mobile data. So you can play it when you're offline or you have network issues, it still works fine. Okay, so do check out this, and it's surely going to be very helpful. So now that you have seen how this app works, I'm sure many of you all might be excited to go and install this app and start using it. So please do that. It's a really fun-filled way to keep learning and going forward in your English language journey. So many of us go to English tutorial classes and read up a lot of books online. So those need a lot of active learning, hard work. So at the end of the day, if you have certain applications that can enable you to boost your English language skills in a fun-filled manner, why not just try it? So go ahead, make use of this app, and do let me know if you found this particular application useful and if you'll be using it. And I'll recommend all of you all to use it at least for a certain duration, see if it's working for you, and see if you enjoy using it, and I'm sure you all will. So I'll wrap it up here today. and I shall see you all soon with another interesting video very soon. Till then, take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching today's video, and bye bye.